Hi all, and welcome to Monday night's All Meta Mode podcast with myself, Amanda Digger-DeGaz, and we have Gypsy, and then we have special guest Brian Harvey of the Digger's Den. And it sounds like our system is running pretty well. Everybody knock on some wood, so that way it continues to air good, I guess. And just a quick reminder before we really get into tonight's show, December's issue of Dirt Digest Magazine is available at dirtdigestmagazine.com. Click on current issue and December 2020, and you can read some awesome stories. There's some great reviews, some submissions of finds that are in there too. So definitely go give it a look, see what it's got in store. Perfect now too for the times if I know some people are getting weather, frozen conditions, and the horrible S word that I know I don't like to talk about. So now's the chance. Go catch up on prior issues as well. That's dirtdigestmagazine.com and click on current issue to read December's issue, and you can also go back and read prior issues. So that's all I've got tonight. So hey Gypsy, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you?
I am doing all right.
That's good. Y'all have to excuse me tonight. I may not be in chat very much, but I will be trying to keep an eye on the chat. I am doing chat from my phone because I am on a landline. I am in East Texas at my parents' house, and I'm using a landline tonight for the podcast, so I hope y'all can all hear me okay. So y'all have to excuse me if I'm not in chat much, but I will be watching chat. But yeah, I got to go dig for just a little while when I first got here today, and
Nice.
Didn't find much. Got some pennies. We all have those days, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, got some pennies and got to go dig with my dad, so that's always nice. And getting ready to get on the road tomorrow.
And where are you headed tomorrow?
So tomorrow I am going up to Arkansas. And I'm going to be digging with some of the Garrett friends from Garrett, and going to be digging with Jace Robertson
Awesome.
from Duck Dynasty as well. And hopefully we'll get on to some Civil War relics.
Awesome.
So looking forward to that. Also found out the bed and breakfast we're staying in that the ones of us that are staying there, I think it's going to be me and Steve Moore, along with Miguel, and we're going to get to dig on that property as well. So it's a really old, kind of a plantation-type house, and should be fun. So
Awesome.
excited about that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's 20 acres of land, and the owner did say that there's somebody that's kind of gone out there and kind of played around in the yard with a detector, but she acted like they didn't really know what they're doing. So we'll see.
Well, that's a good thing. Hopefully, the owner, knows.
Yeah.
You'll have to keep me updated, and can't wait to hear about it come next week.
Definitely will. I also got out this week. I got to go dig a few days ago with, I was visiting near the river at this place I dig on the river where an old dump is, and I was digging with some friends, and I was walking up from the dump, and you have to walk through a park because that's where I park at to hike down to the river to the dump. So I was walking back with my friends, and I saw somebody over there metal detecting in the park. So all my friends went on up to the car while I went, and, it's COVID, so I have to keep my distance. But I kind of waved at this guy metal detecting, and sure enough, he stood up, and you could tell he recognized me when he stood up. And he said, "I recognize you. My mom and I watch you, your YouTube channel." And turned out that he's only like 16 years old. And awesome. I thought that was really cool. And he took a photo of me, and anyway, we ended up meeting this past week, and showed him where the dump was, and we dug in the dump together, and he was so excited. So he'll be in one of my upcoming videos. So,
it's awesome.
And I met his parents, so that would be awkward. But it was a lot of fun, and it was cool seeing the realization on his face when he recognized me.
It's like all of a sudden a smaller world right there.
Yeah, really is. Well, hey, welcome everyone in chat tonight. We've got quite a few tonight. I know a lot of you are here for our giveaways, but also the best part, besides the giveaways, we've got a very special guest, and I know you're all waiting to hear from him, and you'll notice him in chat. That is DD, which is Brian from the Digger's Den. Welcome, Brian. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, Gypsy. Hey, Amanda.
Hey.
It's great to have you. So he lives over in Virginia, all the way in Virginia. Is it nice and cold there?
It's not too bad. It's a little windy and rainy today.
Rain. Go away.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Brian, we've got quite a few questions for you. I'm going to let Amanda get you started, and I'll shut up for a few minutes.
Hey, Brian. So I know some of the people in chat and some of the people listening might know, but how did you get started in the hobby? Can you give us a little bit of your backstory? Where you're from?
I'm from Lynchburg, born and raised. I kind of got into it because my father he was hardcore into it as I was a kid, and he did mostly coins and jewelry. But he did a lot of the big paid hunts and stuff, and he would pull us around through those. And honestly, I found no attraction to it back then because I seen what he dug, and it was a lot of pull tabs and stuff. But as time went on, I'm just a natural explorer, I love running around in the woods and just looking for stuff, at old barns and houses, and the metal detecting thing was always in the back of my mind. And one day, someone gave me a bounty hunter. It was my uncle. It was a Quicksilver, and I took it didn't even have a pinpoint feature on it, but once I got that, I was like, I dug a few old coins and stuff, and it was just on from that point, and plus I live in a Civil War area and was big into history, so I just said I'm going to combine them and have a little fun with it, and been stuck on it ever since.
So you grew up seeing it with your dad, and what age would you say you kind of really got into it?
I probably didn't get into it until I was probably about 35, which is about 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 2 years ago. It's not 12. Yeah, right.
Oh, that's funny. So, What other machines have you used in the past? And then tell us kind of what machines you use the most now.
Right now, well, I graduated from the Quicksilver to the Ace 250 back in the day, and I love that little Ace 250. I found so much stuff. I found my first 2 Civil War bullets with that thing. They were hard earned too, but you know, it was awesome. And then I went to the MXT, which I dug a lot of relics, and actually, I still have that machine even though it's dead. But me and my son, he used to follow me around when he was small, and it's a lot of memories attached to that machine and a lot of relics, a good Civil War relics. And so I still have that machine. I'm going to resurrect it one day when I find some guts to put in it. But and then I went to a T2SE, which I love that machine. It was so deep, and it's just perfect for Civil War relics also because of the depth and the hot head on that thing. But now I have a collection of machines I use, and it's quite a few. Each has its own purpose, you know. They all have a specialty, in my opinion. But I use literally like 5 or 6 different machines. It all depends on the situation, but
right. Well, you have that highly mineralized soil there. Is it as red as they say, or I know there's certain areas in Virginia that are really
Northern Virginia tends to be a little more red, and you know, it's a good place to bust out the GPX or you know, the Equinox 800 or maybe even Apex now. But any multi-frequency machine will help, or pulse inductive up there. But as far as my area, it's not too bad. It's some hot spots around the Appomattox and stuff, but it's not too bad.
Cool. What other questions do you have for him?
Well, so the Digger's Den that you started up,
Mm-hmm.
when did you start that all up, and what got you? I mean, obviously the passion and the drive for metal detecting and saving history, but I mean, what led you?
Honestly, I'll just be frank with you. I started the Digger's Den. I absolutely love the hobby, but I found that I could get my equipment cheaper and help my friends out. To be honest, to be total honest with you, that's what it was about. And it just kind of turned into something else, you know. The Digger's Den it's kind of like not my thing. It's kind of, I like to look at it as everybody's thing that's part of the Digger's Den, including the customers, because I certainly wouldn't be nowhere. The Digger's Den wouldn't be nowhere without the support of everybody, and everybody just saying, holler at Brian and with the Digger's Den, or holler at Gypsy with the Digger's Den, or Sonya. You know, you can't do it without the customers. So it's really not, the Digger's Den isn't me, it's everybody that's involved, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely does.
And that's why I like to give back.
And you do so much. I see that, you know, you help out so many people with giveaways and sending them stuff for cost and other things with hunts and things that go on from, you know, all over. I find out, you know, oh, by the way, Brian donated this, or Brian donated that. So I know that
you gotta get
that you've helped out so many people, and that's what it's really all about too, is helping people in the hobby. And I know you've influenced a lot of people just getting into the hobby. especially, that come in going, hey, this is the situation, this is kind of what I want to look for, this is where I live, what kind of detector should I start out with? And it makes a big difference. I wish I would have been able to do that when I very, very first started. It wasn't until later I met Keith Wills that he was the influencer at the time in my life that, let me know, hey, there's a whole world of different detectors that do different things on the market. So.
Yeah, it's cool. There's a Santa Claus complex there too. Ain't gonna lie. It's seeing people's excitement and the excitement when they get it. We all know what it's like to wait on something to come through the mail and how exciting that is. And to be part of that is just that's another cool aspect of it.
And speaking of Brian and giveaways, what do you think? Should we do one of the first ones now and then wait a half an hour and do another?
Yeah, we could do a giveaway. What do y'all think? We've got quite a few people in chat now.
Let's go.
Yeah, so just so y'all know that Amanda and I went together along with Brian, and we came up with some stuff. So when people ask you, be sure and say, hey, I won this on all metal mode from those girls over on all metal mode from the Digger's Den, and they had this awesome guy on that night named Brian from the Digger's Den. And I know a lot of you already know that also I'm a sales rep for the Digger's Den for Brian as well as Sonia, and a lot of you know her, XP Sonia. So if y'all have any questions, she's really very knowledgeable on the daises. And Brian, he's just got that all-encompass knowledge. So if you have any questions at any time, just see one of us at the Digger's Den, and we'll be glad to help you out however we can. So, Amanda, you want to go ahead and get us started on our first giveaway?
Yeah. So thanks to Gypsy and Brian. This is the second annual holiday giveaway. So the first item we will be basically giving away is a Garrett Pro Pointer 2. I think I said that right, Gypsy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that, for those of you that don't know, that is like the, not the carrot, but the black one. And I love that thing. That is a really amazing little probe if you haven't used one before. So if you can never go wrong with enough pinpointers. I don't know about y'all, but
that's right.
Sometimes you just always need another one, or if you got somebody that tags along metal detecting with you, so you can never have enough. And then I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, oh, mine just went out on me, so I definitely need another one. So go ahead and let them know how they can win this pinpointer.
All right, so you want to be in chat. If you're not in chat, now's your time. You do it quickly. We will be, so you're going to have to guess a number, and it's got to be the closest without going over. Once I tell you the numbers to and from, the closest without going over, and also the first in chat. So when we scroll through the numbers, it has to be the first comment. So if two people comment the same, it's whoever shows up first on our feed. So you want to guess the closest number without going over from 1 to 200. And now is your chance.
So 1 to 200, and the first person that gets it this number, they will be the winner of the pinpointer. So we've got 15, 16, maybe 55.
Whew, watch it go fast.
I think we had one close.
Yep. All right,
Close.
Oh, yes, only one guess. I see multiples. All right, so going back down to the very first, I think we both saw it at the same time.
Okay, if y'all stop at the numbers for now, I think we got it already.
And do you agree, Joe Setti?
Let me look. No more numbers.
And it was all the way at the very, very beginning. I think it was the fourth number comment.
Was it?
Yep.
I missed it.
So, Bill, Ohio Relic Hunter, said 55. Swamp Fox said 16. George said 69. Trademark said 23. Weedy Boy said 23. Nancy said 39. Mike Fuson said 12. Joe City said 123. Aggie 132. Then 126, 48, 85, blah, blah, blah. Keep going. So the number was 112. Oh, wait. Closest without going over. I just blew it on myself. So keep going. So Digging with Deej is 85. So that's still the closest without going over. Weedy Boys, that was your second guess. You guys, I should have said one guess.
We didn't make that clear, though. We can do it for the next one.
All right. So,
who was the closest?
Digging with Deej, 85. I'm still scrolling to see the first guess.
Okay, so we got a 99, we got a 102.
Oh my God, duplicate. 160, 137. Yeah. Man, good on Lou for being able to do multiple of these a day. Like,
yeah.
Ah, jeez. Till they get the exact. Let's do a do-over. Yeah, okay. I'm going to redo. So one guess only. And I am. I'm going to random org and I'm going to do it again. So pick a number between 1 and 200. One guess only. And the closest without going over.
We confused everybody. Sorry.
I know. See, next time we'll go back to the trivia.
So I don't know what the number is, so.
I messaged it to you.
Okay. Gotcha. We just thought we were organized.
Yeah, absolutely. Didn't happen. Sorry, y'all, for confusion.
Nobody guessed yet?
A whole bunch of guesses, but they are all over.
All right, pick another number.
What? Me?
No. Then.
Oh, I'm like,
Guess
oh
another
no.
number. Sorry.
So Brian, what's the coolest thing
One
that you
more
found
chance.
this year? We'll chat
Oh,
while...
man. We don't even want to go there this year. This year's been horrible.
Well, then, can you tell me about
this year has been just incredibly terrible. I haven't gotten out much at all. It's been terrible.
Well, tell me about
COVID and
the shell that's in the picture.
the what? Oh, that might have been last year. That was a shell found up in Northern Virginia in the Rapidan River. We get on the kayaks and paddle about, I think it's about 22 miles down the river through Civil War campsites and fighting areas and fords and stuff. And we'll stay on the river for 2 or 3 days. And that was found
I
that
saw.
way.
Yeah. And we'll come back to that story. Sorry, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
So KCMD, kicking cancer, metal detecting. You won exact number of 9. So if you could, do you want them, Brian, to contact you directly, or?
It don't matter. However y'all want to do it. They can contact me, you, or Gypsy, or however. Or just contact me via the Digger's Den. I don't know. Whatever works best.
Okay. Sweet. All right. So, congratulations. That's awesome for the win. And then I have to hear more about the shell. All right. So, you found it in a river? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I mean, it's up in Northern Virginia. It's where a lot of fords and the soldiers would where they would cross the river and camp along that river or fight across that river, and we'd get on the kayaks for 2 or 3 days and just travel down the river for like 20-some miles, and it's just a blast, man. It's just the guys and a little camping, a little relic hunting, cold water in the summertime. Don't get no better than that.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I did a lot of water playing this summer, so.
Yeah, it's a blast in the summer. It's tough. Once you first get into water hunting, it's really tough.
Definitely. So what is you live in Virginia, and so you definitely do a lot of relic hunting. Do you have a favorite relic or some of your favorite relics? Can you share some of that with us?
My favorite one is probably my first U.S. plate. Because when I first got into Civil War relic hunting, you're always watching everybody dig them, and just for years and years, I just couldn't get over top of one. And then finally in Suffolk, Virginia, was it Suffolk? Yeah, Suffolk. I was digging along the roadside, and I said, this is a can. And I got to digging, and I exposed part of an oval, and I started throwing backpacks and machines and jumping around and throwing my jacket off. And, yeah, it was pretty exciting. So, yeah, that one, I found a lot of Confederate relics too, but that first plate was really exciting to see come out the ground. It was, it was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It is.
And I can imagine.
I hunt everything.
I can imagine the dance.
Yeah.
The somersaults.
I've had some. Yeah, I was throwing stuff left and right out of excitement.
Wow. So, you found, how many belt buckles have you found now, or buckles?
I've only found 3 plates, and I've never found a breastplate.
Oh.
That's still on my to-do list.
Right.
For some reason, I can't get over top of one.
So would you consider that your white whale or just a bucket lister?
I got a lot of white whales, you know, and I want to get up there with Sonya and find a darn crotal bell. I don't know why I'm fixated on a crotal bell.
I'm right there with you.
But I want to find one of them jokers so bad, man. And that's a northern thing, you know. We don't find a lot of those down south, so yeah, that and a flying eagle. We don't catch too many of those around here either.
A flying eagle?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to go to Ohio, apparently. But
yeah, right. They dig a lot of them up there.
I didn't find one of those or a largie while I was there.
Yeah, you got to come back to Maine. That's where it's at.
I guess so.
Gypsy, you got your largie yet?
What, me?
Yeah. Did you get a largie yet?
No, I'm still.
Oh, you ain't got it yet? Oh, man, we got to get you on one of them.
Yep. Aggie says, stay out of Ohio.
Yeah, her with her big old giant dollar she found today.
Beauty. It's a beauty of a coin.
Nice
amazing. Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. So, what type of silver coins? You have like some of your favorite. What's some of your favorites you found?
I'm not really a coin person.
Just a relic guy. That's good.
Yeah, I know some people go, he sucks, but nah, I just like the little bits and bobs. You know, I like the stories. I've dug a lot of reals and copper coins. I don't even know what they are. You know, but I got them. You know, they're cool and I like them. Right. But I'm just more of a piece person. I just like the pieces that tell the story. You know.
So, do you have like a favorite relic? Maybe that wasn't military related or anything like that you found?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I found my first gold ring, you know, that was kind of cool too. You know, I like all my rings, even the junk ones I find. I still go out and hunt tot lots. I took my my little girl out Sunday. Yeah. She wanted some money for some fabric. Yeah, she wanted some fabric money. So she said, let's go hit a tot lot. So I gave her the dais, and she dug a couple of dollars and change, and she got her first little ring, which was pretty awesome, and she was excited about that. So, that's always a blast. I love hunting with my kids.
Right. Now, didn't she get an older coin somewhere there too, or
no?
Did I see?
She dug. We was in a tot lot, and this is in Appomattox, and we moved from the tire rubber to the actual dirt. And she got a signal. She's like, Dad, I can't get down to it. So I went over there and helped her dig it, and out pops a wick lot, oil wick. Oil lamp wick adjuster.
Oh yeah.
And and it was it had the patent date of 1889 on it. And she dug a little compact. It was pretty far down in the ground. So I don't know if that came in from the field or if it was an actual home site at one point where that school was. And it's a more modern school, so it could have very well been either. You know. But I actually found my first large cent in a tot lot.
Really?
Big penny, George. Big penny. I found my first big penny in a tot lot.
That's crazy. Was it something that someone had lost, or?
It was an old church. It was an old church tot lot, and I think they had just put the tot lot over top of the coin, to be honest with you, and it was pretty wiped, but it was still pretty cool.
That's what I find around here too, is the newer schools they're still on old land. So there's the possibility, which is awesome.
Yeah, I have found more old items at old schools, or at not even old schools, but newer schools that, where I guess the land had been bought by the city or something, and there used to be houses on them. And it's amazing how you can even stumble across those areas at even old parks and stuff, because some of that land is sometimes donated or bought by the city.
Okay.
And
now I'm going to tell you something else. I found my first 2 Union bullets and my first 2 Confederate bullets in a schoolyard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I found those. All my firsts have come from schools.
That's interesting.
So, yeah, no, it was, they fought over where this particular school in Lynchburg was, and they were protecting the bridge from the invading Union Army, if you want to say that. But and they fought over that school, and they pushed all the dirt around. It just kind of ended up on the banks on the backside of the school. So, but there was we found Confederate bullets in the practice field. So that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Absolutely. Yeah, that would be a fun dance to do too. I've yet to find one of those, so I can imagine someone driving by some crazy.
I found those 2 bullets on the backside that day, and it got dark, and I came back the next 3 or 4 days and didn't find nothing. Never did find anything else on the backside of that hill.
Jeez. Yeah, a good smart move though. Keep going back and hammer it. When's the last time you've been there?
Oh, good Lord. It's been years and years since I've been to that particular spot, but
might be good.
It got real growed up. It was on a hillside, and there was a lot of small underbrush and stuff, and it just kept continuously getting worse and worse over the years. So.
I was gonna say it might be worth going back now that been a couple years.
Yeah.
It's fun to revisit.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden you're thinking about finding this or that, and you're like, geez, I haven't been there in years. It's always fun to revisit.
And you will find something.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, when you go back to that old spot, you can be like, dang, how did I miss that?
Yeah, exactly. So, let's see. Did you want to do the second, Gypsy?
We can do the second one, or we can wait a little longer.
I'm just worried.
What time is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. That we might have technical difficulties like last week. I told somebody Sonia was from Iowa. She's from Indiana. I don't know why I get Iowa and Indiana mixed up. They sound the same, Sonia.
All y'all people the same from up there.
Sorry about that. We got to give Sonia a hard time anyway. Right, Brian?
Sonia's my buddy. She's good people.
So Sonia has gotten to dig with you before, hadn't she?
Yeah, we've done it a couple times. Mm-hmm.
And you and I still haven't got to dig with each other.
We had COVID here. No. Yeah, the COVID kind of messed things up, and I'm really hoping for this Detective Fest. But that comes down to the VHD, and we don't know where we're going to be as far as Corona goes in April. We don't know. It's going to be a massive event, and if it's going to be that big, the VHD is, if we still have COVID issues, they're going to try to pull the plug on that.
Oh. Huh.
So maybe the vaccines will cure it all. Who knows?
I sure hope so. Gosh.
But if we can pull this Detective Fest off, though, it will be awesome.
You want to tell them about that hunt?
Yeah, if you got time, unless Amanda wants to knock this contest out.
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Detective Fest is hopefully it's 5,000 acres plantation, old churches, old home sites, old mill sites, colonial sites, a little bit of Civil War action, railroad crossing, going through it. A lot's going on there, but the focus is more fellowship, just a big, not necessarily, I don't want to call it a hunt, I would rather call it more of a fest, bands, music, camping, RV, tents, whatever, however you want to do it. Just a good time. It's going to be so much to do. It's going to be stuff there for the kids to do, moms, dads, whoever. It's going to be tons to do.
Awesome. So it is a natural hunt?
Yeah, it's natural. We're probably going to do a seeded. I mean, a seeded almost a given, but it's we just want everybody to have it's going to be a festival, with
Cool.
with a lot of natural of natural land explored.
I prefer the natural. I mean, but I know that unfortunately, some people aren't as seasoned detectorists sometimes, and they go to their first big hunts and they don't find much.
Yep.
So those seeded hunts are good for the prizes as well, if you do any prizes or anything
absolutely.
like that.
Yeah, this 5,000 acres. That's a lot of land. That's a massive amount of land to go exploring. But no, if this mess will clear up, and Virginia's, we got a lot going on here right now, and a lot of politics and stuff. But it is what it is. But if things clear up and the VHD relaxes a little bit, we'll be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
But that's only 4 months away, so it's
gosh,
tight.
when
It's
you
really
put it in that
right
perspective, yeah.
Yeah, and we've kind of not pushed it as far as marketing goes because we don't know where we're going to be with the VHD.
Yeah, with COVID and everything.
And that's what's holding us back a lot. It's hard for us not to market it, but we don't want to take on. I mean, we want as many people as we can get, 1,000, 2,000 people, and the price is extremely affordable. So it's not like $250 like some of the places is. If you want to do $30 a day, it's $30 a day. If you want to do $100 for 4 days, you can do $100 for 4 days. I mean,
Well, the minute it gets safe to travel again, it's going to be one of those deals where try and stop me.
Right.
I already too many things were canceled this year that it really the minute of the possibility of knowing it will be all right, heck yeah. That's it. I'm taking the summer off.
She's gonna have to put up with me coming to visit her. When things all clear out.
So fingers crossed. I hope for the best, but expect the worst kind of situation on that right now. We're just keeping it reserved right now.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, with the vaccine coming out and stuff, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, some things are changing.
And if we don't do it in this year, then maybe next year. It's going to be out of the question as far as a fall hunt because there's a lot of crops there. So
Yeah. maybe later in the year.
Yeah.
Well, you want to do another giveaway? We're running out of time here.
Yeah, we can do another, and then we'll save the others for, I guess, next Monday,
week.
and then after the holiday.
Okay. So we've got another giveaway, so everyone in chat, get your numbers ready. If you will guess one number, and then if we don't get it the first time, we'll let you guess another number until we can get at least within a couple numbers close to the actual number without going over. Is that what we said?
Yes, closest without going over.
Closest without going over. So, and you have that number, correct?
I did, and I sent it to you too. Yep.
Okay, I'll have to look back because I can't remember. Let's see. All right, I got that number then.
All right.
All right. You want to start now? So guess one number, each person in chat, and we'll tell y'all when to stop when someone's gotten close without going over.
And it's 1 to 200. Woo, it rolls fast.
It does.
All right, one guess. One guess for right now, please. Doop, doop, doop. All right,
Everybody guess.
Let me look through. I have everyone's name written down that's said anything in chat so far. All right. We didn't say what we're giving away either.
Oh,
did we?
Didn't.
No.
And I don't think we did.
All right. Well, the closest without going over, I believe, and you can agree or whatnot with me, Gypsy, is it trademark?
I gotta look back. Yeah, I would say that is the closest.
Yep.
Trademark double guess. They said tomato. Disqualified.
There were several that did.
So
disqualified tomato.
Brian, do you want to tell them about the magnet?
So, Brian,
it's a 1,200-pound brute magnet box. It's a really, really nice magnet for magnet fishing. It comes with the rope, the carabiner, the thread locker, and a really, really, really nice case that it comes in. One of those almost kind of like a plastic gun case deal.
Those are so nice.
You can pull a car out with one of those things, I believe.
Yeah, I'm so jealous right now because I have I think I have a 500 pull brute magnetic with the case, and I love the case. But this is a 1,200-pound pull. So trademark, you got an awesome thing, and if you're not into magnet fishing, hopefully you will get into magnet fishing. It's a lot of fun. So just send, if you want to, you can go to Digger's Den and send us a message, or you can send either Amanda or I a message, and we can get your shipping address over to Brian, and we can get that shipped out to you. Brian can get that shipped out to you.
Yeah.
Or Brian.
Yeah.
I do have to say that the case does make it better. I think you had warned me, Gypsy, that the case was the best because you go to throw it in the truck and good luck getting it off the truck.
Yeah, it sticks to everything. That magnet, having that case means everything, and it makes it easy to travel with as well. Because if I'm traveling by plane and I want to stick it in my suitcase, I can just throw it in there easily into my suitcase, and it's already in that little case. So I love it. We have some more prizes next Monday night to give away from the Digger's Den, and a few other things that Amanda and I are going to throw in as well. So be sure and join us for next Monday night for some more giveaways, and you're not going to want to miss them. And what else? Should we ask Brian at least one or two of our embarrassing questions that we usually ask our guests?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
He should know them, I think.
Go.
Yeah.
Let's go. What you got?
Which one do you want to ask?
Let's do both.
You go ahead with the yeah, and I will ask the other.
You're going to ask the last one, okay. So if you could detect anywhere in the world, now I forgot we hadn't asked that question in a long time.
Yeah. I thought you were going to ask the costume superhero one.
Oh, no, I was waiting for you to ask that one. So if you could detect anywhere in the world where, there were no stipulations, no laws, nobody's saying you can't detect there, where would you detect?
That's a bit tough one. I would have to say somewhere, probably where there was some Viking stuff going on. I like the Viking stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
cool.
That would be cool. Like find some Viking weapons or something, Big old axe.
Yeah, some
that would be,
old axes and some.
Or I could say the cliche
Viking
Gettysburg.
story.
That would be cool, but.
All right, and
cool.
then for the last, and I'm sure you've heard it before, and this is a question that, thanks to, I think, Mike Fuson, maybe a year ago, had asked this question, and it's like, this is pretty funny. So if you could dress up as a superhero and have those superhero capabilities, who would you be and why?
Oh,
well, you were, metal detecting, and you would get these.
Well, I was metal detecting. Oh man,
you would get these powers.
One. Yeah. Magneto.
Oh.
Magneto. Huh.
Magneto. I could just make the cannonballs come up out the water.
Cannonballs.
There you go. I could just make the cannonballs and the cannons and yeah.
That was good. That was a really good one.
That's the best metal detecting superhero on the planet.
Yeah.
Except for coins.
Cool.
You just wouldn't find the coins or gold. But he would get cannonballs.
Yeah. That's good for where you live.
Yeah. I love artillery. That's my thing.
Oh, boy. So, Brian, you got any questions for us?
No. I want to find some buttons with Amanda, and I want to find some fossils with Gypsy.
Hey, that sounds fun.
Let's make a week of it.
Let's do. For sure.
That button dump sounds like fun.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, it is. It's... You'd never want to. I didn't want to leave. I'll tell you that much.
And
I know Amanda didn't leave either.
And we, 3 days we dug there?
Yeah.
3?
Kind of 2.5 or something like that.
And I mean, I've gone before and dug all 3, and even after the 3rd day, you don't want to leave. So I don't know how people who live near there that I know are treasure hunters, how they're not there every single
how they ever
day.
Get bored with it.
Yeah. Yep, but...
Well, it's been fun tonight with you, Brian, and now I know more about you, actually, than I did before.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I enjoyed it. I'm like the, what's it, the thing that's hard to find in the woods, that big 8-month. Sasquatch. I'm like the Sasquatch of podcasts and stuff. I don't get on them too much.
It's funny because
I enjoyed it.
It was funny because on the trip up here, my kids, my 2 boys were riding with me, and my oldest is sitting in the back seat. And we get to the piney woods here where my parents live, and my oldest son says, yeah, when I get there, I go out in the woods, I'm going to go Sasquatch hunting. I was like, oh, you are? Okay. Have fun with that.
And do the Sasquatch yell.
Yeah.
Like they do in the TV shows.
He swears up and down that him and my dad saw the Sasquatch once when they were out. Saw Bigfoot. So
it's awesome. Yeah, squatching.
He's so
squatching. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll tell John not to be out in the woods when you guys come up then.
Okay. That's funny.
That's probably a hobby I can never see myself getting into. Squatch hunting. Looking for Mike. That's about the closest thing I get.
Yes.
I'll go metal detecting, and if I happen to see the Bigfoot, oh well, but I'm not going to go looking for him.
Well, thanks again, Brian, for joining the show, and it's nice to get to talk to you and get to know you. And thank you for helping us.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Congratulations to the winners, and we'll get those out bright and early in the morning, as long as I get some addresses.
And awesome. And if you all don't get what you want for Christmas, you know who to come see. See us at Digger's Den. That's Sonia and myself and Brian. And if you need have any questions, be sure and reach out to one of us. Go to the website, check it out. If you're not finding what you need, just message us, and we can see what we can do for you. So thank you all again for a wonderful night, and thanks again, Brian.
Hey, no problem. It's a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Thanks again.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all.
Everybody have a good night.
Have a wonderful night.
Good night, all.
Good night.